Accept what is. Let go of what was. Have faith in what will be.
Welcome in, Exiles, and if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Comment down below how hyped you are. We have the Juggernaut and the Animate Guardian coming together here today, and it is a beautiful sight to see. And of course, I'm having a blast with this build. So we had some updates to the build. We are playing Bleed Earthquake, and this is a massive upgrade that I made today. The only downside is removes bleeding when you use a Warcry. Dang on it, why couldn't that have been the Elder Bleed mod? That would have been so amazing. This would have took the axe up to like 900 DPS if I got that mod. However, we did get a pretty amazing axe as is, and we will show you guys how to craft this here in a few moments. So in the current build, this is our setup now. We have this axe. We are using the Fresia, the Hand of Fresia mesh gloves. Link targets give us 36% increased aura effect. And we also get some boosts from our Victario's influence with generosity and all the +2 to gem levels. We get 45 increased reservation efficiency, so we can run more auras. We're jacked on auras, guys, and we can kind of switch between auras when we're mapping. I'll use haste, and if I run into something that's taking a little bit longer to kill, needs more damage, maybe a boss, or if I'm bossing Pinnacle, Elder bosses, Guardians, I'll just switch over to Malevolence, and that'll boost my damage greatly. In regards to the tankiness of the build, we do have quite a bit of armor, 65k, with our current setup, with all of our Flask up and Molten Shell. Now you do have an option of getting a little bit more, because we do have Defy Pain, which gives us Defiance counters. Each Defiance counter gives us more armor. So, and life recovery and life leech recovery, and I'll show you guys that in our skill tree, because that works really good with Vampiric Link, which helps our AG stay alive. So let's get into our defenses. We are using Eternal Damnation, and we pair that with our resistances. We got pretty decent with the armor. We also have the Juggernaut node, which gives us further reduction to elemental damage based on your armor. And there are some variations to this build that you can run. So you can either do haste, or you can use grace as well. If you just want to be more tanky and you just want to have more mitigation, you just run grace and you'll never die. Just because your armor will be so high, you have the Eternal Damnation, and also you have Molten Shell and all your Flasks. It's just a lot of mitigation. The EHP on this is actually insane. I'm not sure what it would. I'm pretty sure it could die, because it's not like an armor stack or anything. But guys, it's for the price that I paid for the build. I'm not spending mirrors to be an armor stacker god just yet. And but with what we've paid for the build, it is incredibly tanky and can do a lot of content. Let's see here. Let's get into the skill tree here. So with our skill tree, this is kind of our basic skill tree. I kind of built this out myself, the POB, and just kind of messing around. So we are using Warlord's Call, grants the buffs to nearby allies. So it buffs our AG with our war cries, because we're not really using any exerted attacks. So anything that can help our AG stay alive is a bonus. We are also using a Ghastly Jewel with 12% chance to poison enemies. Now this is a small thing. I'm not investing too much into it, but on my AG, I do have one of Bino's Kitchen Knife, which gives poison to other enemies if it poisons an enemy, if it happens to, and also we get 200 life regenerated per second as long as those poison enemies are around us. So that's really nice. With our AG for the gear, we have the Mauve Conquest as the helmet, we have the Saphel's shield, and then we have for the body armor the Doppelganger's Geist, and then for the boots we have the Windscreen boots, and for his gloves we have the Azinath Silk Touch gloves with vulnerability on hit. Now this allows our AG to cast vulnerability and temporal chains on enemies, which almost doubles our damage, especially our bleed damage, and also the temporal chain slows down the monsters. And the cool thing about that is, even though the monsters are slowed down and stunned massively, as you can see, we have these new boots in this thing, which is a Tempest Rising. So as long as the enemies is chilled or any kind of elemental element, they count as moving. So we no longer have to use Ensnaring Arrow, and it's just fantastic because you're doing massive damage as they bleed, as they are stunned and slowed by temporal chains and chilled and everything like that. So it just has a lot of layers of defenses and ways to survive, because like literally you just jump in a pack with Leap Stone or Groundbreaking. This does massive amounts of bleed, and it also stuns all enemies that are on full life. Always stuns. So they're bleeding and they can't move, they're stunned. It's just amazing, guys, and like you saw in the video, it's just a really fun build. I'm going to be doing some delving, and I can do pinnacle bosses. I can do pretty much everything. I haven't tried Ubers yet, because with Ubers it'll be very hard for this build as a melee build. That would take a lot of skill to do Ubers, as I'm not sure if I have enough tank yet to just face tank everything like my armor stacker did in the previous league. We'll need some more gearing for that, I'm sure. But for the Flask, we are running just your standard Flask, Basalt, Quicksilver, Granite, Quartz Flask, and Sulfur for Consecrated Ground, and some much more damage. For our Pantheons, we are using Solar Kali, and I need to change this because I'm no longer using a Life Flask. So I guess I'll just get this one here. So this one works much better. If you're no longer using a Life Flask, and if you have any trouble with Defy Pain, just use this. Take reduce reflect damage, that'll help out, and also chance to reflect hexes is always nice. Now also with Defy Pain, what this does is Defy Pain every time you get hit, you get a stack of armor and also some total maximum life leech recovery, which is really nice for the AG. Like as you're getting hit with this build, you're getting a lot of regeneration on your life. I think I'm over 1,000, I believe, maybe 800 to 1,000 in POB, which is really nice. We probably can get some more. I just need to where's my arrogance? I just need to quality that up a little bit, and we'll have a little bit more life recovery. But yeah, I'll link the POB in the description here, guys. And that goes over all of that for the gear. So we'll go ahead and move to the axe crafting section. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, because I'm giving you some golden tips here on how to craft this axe. So if you want to craft and don't want to buy an axe, this is a good way to do that. And let's go.
You can't keep getting away with it!